On the animals, you're doing something pretty cool at the moment in Ukraine. You're looking to save, is it 5 lions?
Yeah,
tell me about that.
We've always wanted to do a lot more rescues at the sanctuary. Something we've always kind of spoken about, but with lots of things going on, we haven't really had that opportunity. But earlier in the year, me and my girlfriend, we follow a organisation called I4, International Fund for Animal Welfare, and they're brilliant. I love I4, and they posted a video of Yuna. She's a lioness stuck in Kiev at the minute. She just recently got bombed, and she couldn't stand. She's suffering from shell shock and concussion. She's in a terrible state, and the video went everywhere. And we just messaged them and said, how can we help? Can I share the video or do more? And didn't hear anything. Kind of ghosted me a little bit. No, they didn't hear anything. So I messaged again, didn't hear anything. So I emailed them and just tried to find another way of communication. They got back to me right away, and they were like, oh yeah, we'd love to have you to help. Do you want to jump on a call? Jumped on a call, and then went from potentially rescuing 1 lion to then there was 5 lions that needed rescuing. So wow. It was like, wow, okay, all right, let me go and speak to the family. So got all the wrote everything down that to go to my family with and be like, that we have an opportunity to rescue 5 lions. Let's do it. And obviously they were like, yeah, let's do it. So it was my granddad. So went back to I4 and got the ball rolling. And there was other animals there as well. There was a couple of tigers. So we're also trying to find a way to rescue them. But thankfully other places in Europe said that they can bring the tigers in. So we just focused on the lions. It kind of evolved into big beast of a project, because at the sanctuary we don't have the enclosures ready. There's all the habitats that we have at the minute are full with big and small cats. So it was like, all right, to bring these 5 lions in, we need to build a brand new rescue centre. And it was quite complex because this isn't a pride of lions, they're all individual lions.
Oh really?
So if it was a pride of lions, it would be a much simpler build, because you could just do 2 outsides and then a house with a few dens in to be able to manage those species. But they're all individuals, so each line needs their own outdoors and indoor facilities. So then it kind of evolved into, all right, let's start drawing up a design for building this massive facility. And then we're like, all right, this is going to cost a lot of money. So now how are we going to fundraise for it? So then we started, putting the plans in place to then fundraise to bring these lines over. And then it was like, well, crap, we're not going to be able to build it like this. It's going to take a good 6 months potentially. So, but we need to get the lions out of Ukraine now. So it's like, all right, how do we get the lions out of Ukraine now? All right, well, let's look at temporary holding facilities. So it was, the project was just evolving and becoming bigger and bigger. So I was like, all right, let's find some partners that are willing to take on the lions while we build the habitat. But then we also need to raise the funds to be able to build the habitat and get these lions transport, vet care, food, drink, all of that. And how do we get them out of Kiev as soon as possible? We launched a campaign on 2nd of May. We've got all the temporary holding facilities now. 2 in Belgium, one in England, that can take on Rory, Vanda, Amani and Lyra, who are sisters, and then Yuna can come straight to the sanctuary, because we're also, as well as the project going down to lead the project, we were currently in progress of building some enclosures for our current cats to give them better homes anyway. So, but to bring in Yuna straight away, we had to finish the new lion enclosure that we're also building for our current lions to give them a better home. So it was like, all right, I need to take on this project with some of our other team to be able to speed up the process to get Yuna in straight away. So then it went from building this new lion rescue centre to also trying to finish this new lion enclosure, and then also a clouded leopard habitat as well that we needed to finish off. So there was a big ripple effect, and then other things that were going on. So and then we started fundraising, and already we've raised over 150k in a few weeks, which is the support we've received is massive. It's unbelievable. So it's all going to go towards the lion rescue centre that we're building. And we've gone out to tender. We've got contractors starting soon to build the project. The lions we need to go rescue from Kiev. Once all the documents, and that's the hardest part, is the documents. I mean, there's so many documents. Since Brexit, it's really made it difficult to move animals around. But also coming from Ukraine, I mean, there's a lot of, import, export, CITES, VAT requirements, all of that. There's a lot. It's an absolute headache. And then we need to get the right crates. We need to sort out the crates to be able to go and pick the lines up. How do we get the crates into Ukraine? What's the transport company we're going to use? All of that. We have to go through like 5 different countries. We have to drive. Obviously, flight's a bit too dangerous because it could cause trauma. And it was like, well, and trying to organise all of this, the main thing that was still our biggest concern is that these lions could still get bombed any minute because they're still in a war zone in the heart of Kiev. So yeah, we're trying to act as fast as we can, but yeah, documents pretty slow.
So I was going to say, there's any lines in the world that are going to be a little bit more attuned to trauma, it's going to be these lines.
Yes.
But wow, that is a hell of a project. How much do you need to raise?
Our target is 500,000.
Okay.
So
okay, we'll plug that on.
Yeah.
Send me a link. Put it on.
Cheers, mate.
See how much it gets.
But no, it's going really well. As I said, we've had amazing support. It's moving in a really good, really fast speed. But yeah, still lots to do. But we're getting there.